Greetings everyone, my name is Buck Business, and welcome to my review of Power Rangers. Now, for those of you who don't know, back when my brother and I were colts, we really idolized shows like Power Rangers, Digimon, and Superman growing up. So it was really interesting to see Power Rangers and Digimon both come back. Digimon Tri coming back in 2015, and now Power Rangers here in 2017, along with Digimon Tri Loss. So Digimon Tri is on its fourth movie, Power Rangers is now starting up, and, well, Superman has had a few struggling moments here and there, but, he has got his moments too. So, with that being said, let's take a look at Power Rangers. So Power Rangers is essentially a coming of story of building up to what the Power Rangers are. So we start off with Zordon being the original Red Ranger being defeated by Rita Repulsa. And after their encounter, they are both put away. Zordon is locked away in his ship, and Rita's deformed to a certain extent. And we see Jason start off his adventures in hijinks, get into tension, meet Billy as well as Kimberly, and later on meet Trini and Zach. So the five of them eventually come together, and Billy discovers in a cave these power stones, and later on also discovers the entranceway into the Power Rangers lair where they meet Zordon and Alpha 5. We get a good callback to Alpha 5's sort of wonky sort of introduction, and through their metamorphosis into getting these stones, they gained the ability to get super strength and super jumping power, I should say, and that is what led them into that cave in the first place. But more training is required, so Zordon pulls them into the pit, where they are faced off against the new versions of putties, which are these rock-based monsters, and they get their butts kicked, and there's a montage where they get slowly better and better. But even after that, they're still unable to morph, so they decide to, from Zach's plan, to have a little campfire moment where they tell each other their deepest secrets, are their deepest moments in their lives, what makes them them. And later on, they go on to face Rita Repulsa. They fail. The Blue Ranger is taken out, and I mean to death, and they mourn his loss and bring him back to the lair, in which Zordon sacrifices his ability to come back to bring Billy back. Now, I will say that I did skim over the campfire scene, but it is probably the most impactful scene in the movie, so I didn't say that much because I think that is a moment worth watching for itself in the actual theater. So anyways, getting back to it, after Billy comes back, they have now the ability to morph. So they morph up and get ready to head out, face the real putties this time, take them out, and while they had been getting ready to do this, all along the way of the movie, Rita had been building up her Goldar, which kind of looks a little bit ridiculous. I kind of thought so ever since the trailer, but then again, if you've seen other variations of Power Rangers, ridiculous is something you'd probably say a lot especially when you look at the Power Rangers weapons and things of that nature later on. So, I guess it's not all that bad considering what you have to deal with dealing with the Power Rangers. That being said, they play the original theme of them when they get into their Zords. Each Zord has their little moments individually, and then once they are almost pushed back, they are able to have all their Zords combined. Once again, Billy coming in with the name of Megazord, so the Megazord is fully transformed and is able to take out Goldar using one of the techniques they learned in the pit, and then they stab it, and then vanquish Zordon. And in the process, they try to get Rita to give up, but she doesn't, and the Red Ranger decides to slap her into space. And after that, we see the townspeople and the original Rangers come in and celebrate. And I mean the original Rangers actors, I should say, as townspeople. They celebrate, and with that, the rest of the Rangers have their little powwow moments. And yes, after that, the movie ends, and apparently there's an after-credit scene dealing with the Green Ranger's name, or Tommy's name, being mentioned at some point. So, that is the movie of Power Rangers, and I did thoroughly enjoy this movie. I felt like the bonding moments were particularly where the movie was at its strongest. Again, with that campfire scene is where the movie really shines, and I believe that moment in it, like the second half of the movie, is where the movie is at its strongest. And sure, there's a little bit build up to get there, but again, this is like an origin story, and I do believe that they pulled it off. So now we have Power Rangers with what seems to be a successful reboot, and now we have Digimon Tri with its very successful reboot. So, hey, not all reboots are bad, guys. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. Very successful reboot of the Power Rangers. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it already, and I'm sure you probably have if you're a fan of the original Power Rangers. So with that being said, if you liked this review, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, farewell everyone.